ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. It's that time of the year. It's that time of the year where we all get together around the Christmas tree, hand out presents, reflect on a year, with family, friends and loved ones. Christmas is a beautiful time of the year. And it's also the time of the year to try a very special single malt. And in this case, it's the Christmas edition 2022 from Paul John, an Indian single malt. Now, only last week I had a first. I mean, it was the very first time that I went on Instagram Live. I'd never done this before. And I was invited by Himanshu Ashar, the global brand ambassador of Paul John. And he invited me and said, well, we would like to have a discussion with you on Instagram Live about this single malt, because we are very eager to find out what you think about the Paul John Christmas edition. And it was good fun. I'd like to do that again. Anyway, so the Paul John Christmas edition, this is already their 5th edition. They've started doing these in 2018. I've already tried a couple. And every year it gets better and better, making it quite difficult to top it again next year, because this one is by far my favorite. Now, I'm getting ahead of myself. This one is, let me just get rid of this because it's just like way too hot. This one is a composition of 3 types of casks, or 3 types of malts, if you like, because it is composed with ex-bourbon casks with unpeated spirit, and then brandy casks and Oloroso sherry casks that contained peated spirit. Oh wow, exciting. And then they put this together to create this Paul John Christmas 2022 edition, bottled at 46% ABV. And of course it's way too dark now on Christmas Eve, but this is in fact amber colored, and I'm very much looking forward to the Paul John Christmas Edition 2022 on the nose. Well, that nose is deliciously aromatic, to be honest. I get apple cake with some cinnamon, complemented with poached pears, walnuts, some chocolate liqueur, plums. It is actually Christmas in a glass, and it is all wrapped in a delicate blanket of peat. And that peat is unmistakable but delicate. Like I said, it's not peat that says, here I am. It's peat that supports all those fruity flavors that adds to this effect of having Christmas in your glass. This is very aromatic and very inviting indeed on the palate. It's nice and oily, but immediately quite spicy. All these oriental spices that come out. And again, a touch of delicate peat supporting the whole again. This is really nicely balanced. The peat fades away gently, and then this whole battery of fruit attacks my taste buds. Again, dark fruit against lighter fruit. So the best of both worlds. All the apples and pears from the bourbon cask versus some apricots and plums, maybe even some raisins, some citrusy notes from the sherry cask. And the brandy cask, that delivers some apple cake again. And again, that peat is there. The DNA of Paul John is unmistakable with those typical, in my opinion, oriental spices. Maybe that's between my ears because I know it's an Indian single malt, but nevertheless, whenever I have a Paul John whiskey, I get this typical oriental spiciness. It's really nice. Lovely single malt on the finish then. Again, in that finish, the peat lingers nicely, but it leaves enough room in the spotlight for the fruits. It's there, but it's like in an orchestra, and you have this lone fiddler in the back, and that's the peat. It's a beautiful single malt, my friends, this Paul John Christmas edition, and it is literally, it's well composed. I mean, congratulations to Michael Souza, the master blender, the master distiller, because he actually he was able to create a single malt that really reflects, in my opinion, Christmas. And that, of course, is the goal of this Paul John Christmas edition at 46%, a lovely, lovely single malt. I would like to thank you once again for a year full of whiskey adventures that you've shared with me. And I have no intention to stop whatsoever. As long as both the liver and the wallet cooperate, I will be more than happy to continue trying beautiful single malts. But that's all for this Whiskey Rambling, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and may the malt be with you. Bye-bye.